Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be doing a little maintenance on the truck. Over the last 2 years of racing, she's got a few oil leaks and stuff here and there. So today we're going to be knocking out the valve cover gasket on this truck. So I got the parts in the house I got from Summit and everything ready to go. Going to go ahead and pull it up under the carport, get the hood off, and get to work on that. Before we get into it, I ask if you guys can please go down below, like, subscribe to the channel. I have a bunch of racing content, a little bit of repairs, product testing, different stuff like that, with and some build videos. So yeah, if you can go down below, like, subscribe to the channel, and check it out. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the truck in, get the hood off, and we're going to go ahead and get started on this valve cover gasket. She's a little hot right now, so I'm gonna let her cool down with the hood off for about 20-30 minutes, and then we'll get into it. Alright guys, she's still a little toasty, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started on her. Only tools you're really gonna need: 8mm socket for the actual valve cover, impact or a ratchet, an extension. You don't really need the extension, but I'm gonna use it just to make it a little easier, and a 10mm socket for the coil mounts. So I'm gonna go ahead and get to work on unhooking some of this harness and get it out my way. So then you got these little studded 10mm here, one back, a couple back there, one bottom. You're just gonna pop all the studs out for your coils. Try to make this as quick as possible. And pull all your coil plugs loose. Just lay that down there. Alright, so now you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8mm for the actual valve cover. And that's pretty much it. You got the valve cover off already. I'm gonna give it a quick look, make sure everything looks good in there, nice and clean still. Yep. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick little break. I'm gonna wash this up, and then I'll get to work on getting my new gaskets in. So she's looking kind of dirty from the leak. She's been leaking around the O-rings. That's mainly where my leak's been from. When you get the gasket, I'll show it to you in a second. Make sure you get ones with the little grommets for the bolts, because they will leak from there. Don't get you the one where it's just a gasket on the bottom if you're going to go through replacing this. So I'm gonna get this all cleaned up, and then I'll get back with you. Alright, so I got it all cleaned up a decent bit. This is part number I have right there. So as you see, it comes with your O-ring. It goes around the valve cover itself. So you get your new actual valve cover gasket. But you also want to make sure, this is what I was talking about, you get the ones with the new grommets for the bolts. If not, you might run into an issue with it leaking from the bolts, and then you have to do this over again. So get these out, you just have to pull and wiggle. Pull and wiggle. And it'll come out with the grommets. So, let's see if I can get them off. There we go. You just gotta do the same to get the grommets off. You just have to pull them off. They can be a pain. I got this one. Just like that. Just open up your pack. And you gotta push your new ones on. Just like that. Kind of push and twist at the same time, and they'll get on there. Alright, so that's all 4 of those done. You just kind of push and twist them down in the hole. Make sure they hold. All right, and there you go. All those are in. Now this one here, great simple. Pull it out the groove. And push a new one in the groove. And just like that, she's ready to go back on. So I'll go ahead, sit her back in her spot. Make sure you don't roll the O-rings off. Go around, check, make sure my O-ring's still seated where it needs to be. It ain't rolled. All right, so it looks good there. Got the back one started. Well, I thought I did. Okay, so I think they're all started. Alright, so I just ran them down snug. And I'm gonna just give them one good tap on there. Alright, and that's good enough. So make sure she's tight down, which she is. Now there's a lot more over here on this side as far as the harness and stuff, but still pretty much same thing. You just have a little more stuff in the way. So go ahead and pull your coils off. I might pull some of these wires out my way just if I need to. In fact, let me go on ahead and do that. Let's see, another one. Got a good ways back. Alright, so now the coils is loose. I'm not even going to bother unhooking those, I just lay them down. I think this is the one that was leaking the worst. And I ain't gonna have enough room to get to that back one with the impact. So I'm going ahead, grab my ratchet and grab this back one. Alright, so that's all of those loose. Now this one, you're gonna have a little vacuum hose on the back. So just be careful, don't just rip it out of there. So pop your vacuum hose off the back. It goes right there. And I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. We're just going to do a quick cleanup on it. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm not going to make you watch all of this again. Alright, so we got this one all assembled. So, again, make sure your O-ring's seated good here. Flip it over. Your vent tube goes to the back. Just be careful when you slide it in not to roll your O-ring or else it's going to keep leaking. Alright. Check, make sure the O-ring's still on good. Make sure you don't pinch any of your harnesses underneath the valve cover. Bolt started. Alright. So all of them's ran down, snugged up pretty good. I'm gonna go back, check every one of them with the ratchet. Alright. Same with this side, go back and check them all. Make sure you put your vent tube back on in the back so you don't have a vacuum leak. Try to tuck my injector harness down a little bit. Alright, plug your alternator and stuff back in. All the stuff you unplugged, just plug it back in. And, well, don't forget to put your coils back on. Put your coils back on. Plug your coils in. Try to tuck my wires a little bit. Alright, make sure all your plugs are plugged in that need to be. And I think they are. Alright, so we got it all buttoned back together. I went ahead off camera, fixed that ground wire that split on me. So from here, you just want to go ahead and fire the truck up, go around, check it for leaks. It might not leak right away, so maybe after you drive it for a day or something, go back and check for leaks. Make sure beforehand any old leaks you cleaned off already so you don't confuse it and think it's still leaking when it ain't. So I'm gonna jump in, fire it up, make sure she fires up with that new ground. All right, so she fires up, runs fine. Everything looks good. Like I said, I'll check it again. I'm gonna do the oil pan gasket a little later today and clean her all up, and then we'll watch for leaks for all of it. All right, guys, so that's gonna be pretty much it for this video. Again, guys, as always, thanks for watching. Go down below, like, subscribe, and I'll have some more coming out to you. Catch y'all in the next video.